tell us what's going on.
Oh, where's that supposed to go?
Into the computer. Into the box.
Oh, yeah, we haven't had any audio recording on this.
Far side.
We just recorded like an hour and a half.
Idiots. No audio video. Why did it cut out?
I don't know why our headphones cut out, but I forgot. I took that.
No, it's still not working. The headphones.
No. There's been no sound on this video for the whole time.
My batteries died on this. I need batteries.
But this has been going off though, like it's picking up sound. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, I think it's picking up sound.
Dude, my batteries died.
Hold on, Starkey's battery's running out.
But how is that getting?
It probably when the mic came unplugged.
All right, while he's doing that, let's talk about other things. Let's talk about Nova Scotia again.
Well, it's beautiful.
Do you actually get up? Is it true? I mean, how do you get up every day and kill baby seals?
With a club.
With the club?
A big one.
Yeah.
Well, medium.
Now, do they look at you with the big brown eyes or? And
Yeah,
say,
they're
please
mostly
don't.
gray and lifeless.
Try your headphones out.
Okay, hold on.
I think you should be
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, so we're back. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, we're talking about his animal brutality over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys feel like I hijacked your interview and conversation and ruined it, or do you feel like I've added anything? Be honest.
It was a bit of a two-way street. We sort of hijacked your show, then you hijacked our hijacking.
There's dead air. So
Yeah.
I feel I'm a control.
Somehow we feel like we're
steal
doing-
back reins from my show.
we feel like we're doing him a favor.
Well, I've done him a lot of favors. Yeah.
That's obstinate, oppositional, defiant behavior. Right there.
That's true. Although that's true.
Hey, are you banned from Slow Twitch?
I am banned from the Slow Twitch forum.
Am I banned from Slow Twitch for being on your couch?
Probably.
You are on Slow Twitch so much, Brett. There's only one other person that's on Slow Twitch more than you, and that's Jack Mott.
I was about to say Jordan Rapp.
And then third is
I got
Thomas-
tired of reading the Jordan Rapp post.
Third
At
is
one
Thomas
point, I'm a
Gulak.
fan.
I'm glad you're starting to post on our forum. We need more of you, Brett.
Yes, we do.
By the way, I know that you texted me and I was a deadbeat, didn't respond.
Yeah, what's up with that?
You would like your own page, like in the forum. You would like your own page. I think we can make that happen.
Do we ask like you don't ask? You didn't ask me.
What do you mean?
Do we act like you didn't ask me if I wanted to be on there?
I asked you many moons ago. Hey, Brett, would you like your own forum page?
And
like
at first
for your,
I was like, hell no.
for your podcast.
This place
so
is dangerous. I'm going to get banned from everything.
people can come and talk.
I'm
about
going to
your
get banned
podcast.
from my own job.
Rather than create your own forum, which you could
Right.
do, but it's
Right.
expensive. I could
And
make
then I
you
thought
one.
about it for a while. And then I was like,
2 months later, you said you wanted to.
I was like, yeah, this is a really, there's a blank space.
He's the man to make that happen.
We
There's
can
a
do
blank
whatever you
space
want.
on the top right.
Yeah.
You know, next to Brandon Marsh coaching, maybe.
He's
or
got a
something?
blank space, baby, and he'll start your page.
Blank space, blankner.
Yeah, well, I got to change that. But yeah, we can do whatever you want on the
Zen,
forum.
Zen Tri podcast.
No. We'll call it Shooting Blanks
Mm-hmm.
with Brett Blankner.
That operation has occurred.
I have to get a beer.
Hey, me too. Cheers.
Yeah, me too. This is better than the Slow Twitch
Are we going
meetup.
to pause or are we going to kill it?
I got you, boys.
No, we're gonna go. Keep going.
Are you going to get beers? Oh, good.
I
here.
kind of squished
Whose
my
is
cup a
this?
little. There we go. We're
Is
good.
that Lionel Sanders? I want to drink some of his syrup.
Wow,
I'll get
that's
faster.
very
I've got
presumptuous.
syrup
He's,
for you,
he's,
too.
he's engaged.
Aren't you racing Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday. This is Thursday.
Do you think I made a mistake 2 years ago?
This is Ironman Texas, man. You can't do good in this race. It's impossible.
I did two things wrong, I think, 2 years ago. Best shape of my life. I thought I was ready to just kill it for me, which is going to be like break 11 hours. And
That's
pretty
really
much.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
That's actually pretty slow.
thank you for being honest. Try fantasy.
We're all like, that's great.
Follow him at
Yes, that sucks.
But for a person with no physical talent or gifts, although look at this guy, and he goes like 10 hours. Unbelievable.
Really? Do you do a 10-hour Ironman?
But this guy, look at him.
I don't
Never
I don't
gets
see
it in a
how.
million years. But
Looks like
this,
he's got a couple of infections.
this slob went like 10 hours in Ironman,
Alex?
Arizona. He was second in his age group.
10 hours?
By the way, when Zach,
How do you do that? Where'd you come
well,
from?
he gets skinnier.
Where are you from?
Skinnier, and then I gained a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
He's like
The
he's
healthiest
like
way
the,
to live.
he's the Oprah Winfrey of the 20 to 24 age group.
Oh,
Puts on
yeah,
weight
yeah.
and then loses it.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
But-
Sean Renane.
He went from the Beyonce to the
Thanks,
Oprah.
man.
Sean Renane. Now give it up for Sean Renane.
Yes, he's the man.
Yeah.
Sean has done a lot for me. I love Sean Renane.
I
Great guy.
personally am in love with Sean Renane.
Sean came to Ironman Lake Placid. That's where I met him. He just like showed up, hung out. I fell in love with him at that day and said, "I'd love for you to come work for me for free."
And his ego needed so much stroking. He
And by
said yes.
free, I mean
He's on the phone now while you're talking to him. By the way.
I will fly you here and pay your room and board.
He's a hockey player. Come on.
Do you feel you're taken care of, Sean, with perks and
Relatively.
appreciation and?
More so than any other tri club offered me. So
All right, that's fair.
You're the best
Would
trash
you
on
say the
offer.
same, Zach?
We're the best of the worst.
Do you feel taken advantage of? Well, particularly as
Let's-
advantage of last night. When
Let's talk about where these podcasts are going to go from here.
what I don't know.
What are your plans? What are your plans from here on out for, like, say, the next few years with the Real Starkey podcast? You have hit puberty now.
I feel.
as
I'll be honest.
Raquel
with you.
talked about.
I think that I have maxed out in terms of listeners. I think that
that might be possible. So how do you?
I'm at 5,000 average.
Yeah.
Downloads per show. The best get 9,000, and recently even the worst ones you still get 4.
I found it interesting that there's an endurance sport that gets less money than us. I think I was listening to your show earlier today with the duathlon. Was it duathlon or
Yeah,
who was
yeah.
I listening to? Matt Russell?
Yes.
He was saying he came here from duathlon because triathlon actually paid more. I almost fell over
Yeah. Well.
hearing that.
Duathlon
So-
is barely a sport anymore.
Hmm.
There was some rumor back in the day that it was going to get into the Olympics with triathlon. I remember there was a guy from Nova Scotia who was like I don't know, he came like first or second at Worlds one year for duathlon, and he just about pissed his pants when he heard that. He was like, "What?
I'm gonna be famous.
Yeah, we were like,
I shook up the
"No,
world."
sorry,
So
it's not."
You've maxed out Starkey show.
I'm gonna throw some ideas past
Do
you.
you think? Do you think you've maxed it out?
In terms of triathlon, I think that
Well, ultra running next.
I have heard that those I am taught guys. I don't. Yeah.
Remember, the whole room can hear us,
Oh, sorry.
not just the internet.
Wink. Not just the entire internet.
Oh, sorry. People come in; they're very attractive. What are you gonna do? All right. I would say that I don't know what to do, Brett.
What does
I
I am talk bring in?
I've heard they can.
And why?
I've heard they can get 10,000 up to 20,000.
But why?
I've been doing it a long time.
Okay, so are they the most
But then,
popular? I Am
okay, but
Talk?
then they've got to have maxed out. So then what?
They have to be the most popular. They have to be the most popular.
Yeah, they are the most popular. They got sued by Iron Man to change their name. They used to be Iron Man Talk.
Which
and
is
they got-
funny because like Iron Man sued them, yet Messick still goes on their show.
Well, no, they didn't sue them. They said you needed to change your name. So they didn't actually get sued.
I
guess.
get that.
They're threatened with, hey, you need to
Has
change
the
your name.
Dalai Lama threatened to sue you, Brett?
Mhm.
Wait, that's not really Zen. Zen is Japanese.
That's a Tibetan.
I love that you're not even a Buddhist, but you use that name.
You can't be a Buddhist and be from Texas. They take it away from you when you show up at the state line. But you don't. What are your plans after this?
I think we need to focus on publishing and the website. My goal simply is to take out Slow Twitch. Agreed. It's not funny.
No, I'm laughing at how actually serious your face is.
It
So
will
how
It will happen.
you can't write? Are you going to write a Mein Kampf right here on the air and say how you're going to do it, or you
listen.
you got plans that you're going to keep holding
People
close to your
like to
chest?
play the Atari in 2015 for a novelty.
Mhm.
It's not because it's
I do. I had a Game Boy.
It's not because it's fun or
Yeah.
Slow Twitch is an Atari game. It's horrible. It's trash. It's stuck in 1991, and they need to be defeated. I will defeat them. My team of writers is better. My website is already 20,000 times better than theirs. Our forum is 1,000,000 times better than theirs.
You're welcome.
Architecturally, let me tell you the difference.
in all ways.
Let me no. Let me
I wanna
tell you
hear
the
this.
difference. And it's not something that you could help yet, right? But when I have a technical question, like the outside of my right knee hurts on the third but not the fourth quartile of an Olympic distance in cold climates. And I am of Scandinavian descent. Why does that happen? And some guy will hop on there and be like, well, actually, that's
And you would be dumb enough to believe that person, that anonymous
well, I've
person.
learned over the years that actually, yeah, any idiot with an account can have an opinion
Yes.
on how to do stuff.
Congratulations for realizing.
When you have a really a pressing question of a technical detail about training or bike mechanics or something like that, or training, you post it on Slow Twitch and you'll get 20 answers, and from those you pick the best one.
That is simply a result of users.
Right.
Okay, that is not the publisher. That is not the technology of the website. It's simply a matter of that right now people are imprisoned.
That is the current fact.
People are being enslaved in a blue and gray prison.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the Harriet Tubman
They're in a blue and gray
of
prison.
triathlon. You're going to free them.
They're trapped in 1981. Their website has not been updated since the late 70s.
Well, earlier I realized he was the Harriet Tubman. That wasn't on the air earlier, was it?
And the fact of
the
fact of the matter is, Brett, the fact of the matter is our journalism is better, our stories are better, our race reporting is better, and very shortly we will start to gain the type of traffic where those same experts that now hang out begrudgingly on the Slow Twitch forums, this blue and gray relic of a website, they will start to come to our forum, and it's going to be so much better. And then all it is attracting the users and letting people know there's a better there's paradise. There's paradise on the internet in triathlon, and it is trstriathlon.com. Thank you to King of All Technology for building it.
It was my pleasure.
I think
And is my pleasure.
I mostly agree. I think you ought to start ways to do that. I agree with your vision.
Good.
Good. And the ways that you do that is you ought to start threads, because if there isn't a thread already started, people won't start it themselves. So you
We
want
were
to start
just
threads.
talking about this earlier today.
Like, hey, what do you think about
Yelling
this?
at my guys about this.
Yeah, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Because I go to the forum and there's no thread on something, and I'm like, oh, it's not there. But I go to Slow Twitch and there's a bazillion threads about stupid crap.
Brett,
And I have a stupid opinion about
will
everything.
you please start threads on my forum?
Oh yeah, that's no
I
problem.
swear to you, Ben just talked to us about this today at lunch.
And then also, and everybody's different, but when I reply back to somebody, there's something weird about the reply that's an extra step while I'm typing. There's the @ and I'm waiting for it to pop up.
yeah, you have to.
But I'm
click
kind of
the
like, I'm
name or
not
whatever.
sure, and I think any speed bump at all makes people hesitate.
Brett,
And you want to make that
can't reply
faster.
to people on Slow Twitch.
You can reply, but you can't.
You're talking
Okay.
about when you mention somebody.
You can't.
Yeah, you can quote somebody, you can reply to somebody on Slow Twitch.
I can't mention somebody on social. So
Yeah.
I can't pull someone in if I don't even look at it.
Anyway, what I'm saying is there's a speed bump in the flow
Yeah.
on the TRS triathlon
When you
forum.
type the @ sign, and then you
Yeah,
have to
there's
wait
like
for
there's
sec.
a wait, and it's like, how does this work? And I had to actually ask somebody how to do it, and I never had to
Yeah.
ask somebody on Slow Twitch how to do it.
Boy,
So if
that
you
chick-
eliminate that one
chick is
step,
so hot that just
Mhm.
left. I don't-
if you eliminate that one step,
Yeah.
right? So what I do is I help manage some website stuff,
Mhm.
and what I do is I get people that I do two things. I get people that don't know how to do it, and I bring them in, and I go, try to do this. And when they hit the first speed bump, I go, what's your problem, right? And
Yeah,
they go,
exactly.
I don't know how to do that. And I go, okay. And then I talk to the web engineer. Is that a thing? And I go, fix that. And then also, I'll act like an idiot, which is really easy. And I'll go, I don't know what button to press, right? Where do I go? And then they'll say, well, you're supposed to do this. And I'm like, okay, I actually know how to get around on the internet, and I don't know what to press. So obviously, this is something you could make to speed up stuff. So
Yeah, I've learned a lot. Like the current state of the forum is largely because of people saying,
yeah, and you've done that actually. You've put up a thing that says, "Hey, that's real friendly." Your
"Well,
boss is on
I'm
his phone.
Canadian, right?"
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
hey, how do I? Anybody have any suggestions? Do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why it is like it is now. It
Yeah.
started out way worse, and it's gotten a little bit better, and
It's way more dynamic and better looking. Yeah, for sure.
It's well, it has the mobile responsiveness, and it has a few modern features, and it's a bit. You probably know what Ajaxy means. If
Oh, yeah,
you're- yeah. So,
2.0.
yeah, it has a bit more of a web app feel than. You know.
Yeah. No, I was just on Slow Twitch the other day, and somebody tried to argue with me over something that I was like, what are you freaking talking about? And it made me feel like I wanted to go over to your website, Ben.
Thank you.
So I could tell he's not with us right at the moment.
No.
Yeah.
Take it.
No, okay.
Checking
So
Twitter.
I was
Checking
like,
Twitter.
what is it? Why does this person have so much of a voice as anybody else? They're calling me out on something which is the stupidest thing ever.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm going to go to a website where people actually have a different sense of humor.
And there we are.
Yeah, they take
So
it
we are
so
there now.
seriously on Slow Twitch. I can't be funny on Slow Twitch. Like, you need to write that in a pink font. And I'm like, no, I don't. What am I? Freaking 12 years old?
Exactly.
I'm a grown-ass man.
Somebody asked about the pink font on our forum.
Yeah, no, F you.
If you don't
Yeah.
get the sarcasm, then maybe you don't belong on this forum.
This is exercising,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what is that? What is that? Something and Down? What is that episode? What is that TV show?
Eastbound and down.
Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
Where the school principal says, "I'm pretty good at triathlon. I'm actually," and then
He
Keenan
says,
Powers
I'm
says,
good at real sports, not
No.
just seeing who's the best at exercise.
"Yeah, I actually do real sports."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is just exercising, you know? Like, let's have a sense of humor about this stuff. It doesn't really matter that much.
We're
Yeah.
just grown-ups who couldn't be good at real sports. Yeah.
You're now
Ben, I'm what?
I want to report something I just read on Twitter.
Please.
I've
Now,
noticed he's been quiet for a while, which is
this
uncharacteristic.
is from UAEtriathlon.com. They broke the story about the fact that Challenge Oman was canceled.
Is it canceled?
The headline here is Goodbye
Oh.
Challenge Bahrain, Welcome Ironman Bahrain.
No.
There's a huge silence around Challenge in the Middle East. There's still nothing official regarding the cancellation of Challenge Oman, even though everyone knows that the race is canceled. There is still no confirmed date for Challenge Bahrain. Nothing.
Somebody I know right now is looking at me on the internet that is involved in this and is just getting my reaction to this right now. Holy crap.
There is still no confirmed date for Challenge Bahrain.
My phone's dead.
Nothing related to the second race of the Triple Crown. And now the Challenge Bahrain general manager, Sakar Al Khalifa, who we just profiled on trstriathlon.com, posted this photo. And it's an Ironman bag. That's not a...
Are you serious? This has just happened.
And it's a transition bag of Ironman. What's the best transition bag? Question mark. Exciting times ahead. Hashtag triathlon.
Now, let me tell you something
He's
about.
wearing an Ironman cap, grabbing and looking to Ironman transition
Is there a
bag.
photo? Can I see it?
Everything that points to the next race in Bahrain will be Ironman 70.3 Bahrain instead of Challenge Bahrain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Is there a photo? Can I see it real
There's
quick?
no photo.
There's no photo?
Oh, yeah, there's a photo.
Okay, let me tell you something about Sakir. Right? Is that him?
Sakira, ooh, baby, need your love like that. You make a woman go wild. To be wild.
Too well.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds of a body. I'm on tonight, and the hips don't lie, and start to feel the fire.
Makes me want to take off my burqa.
Reaction. Reaction.
Yeah. No, Sakir is a cool dude. Okay.
What have you had him on your...
No, I know him. And
Is he name dropping?
no, he's actually the thing that makes him cool is he isn't about he's not about a particular race company. He's about getting Bahrain. Bahrain has a real bad diabetes problem.
What's your favorite race, Brett?
Wait, no, I'm not done yet.
No, what's your favorite race?
The one I'm doing at the moment.
Iron Baby.
Right?
No, Sakir.
Are you married to a white woman?
Sakir is more about changing Bahrain. I'm married to a Choctaw. Sakir is more about changing the word. It's a tribe.
Okay.
Indian.
It's an Indian tribe. Anyway, Sakir is more about changing Bahrain into being more healthy. They have a really bad diabetes problem there.
Yeah.
And yeah. So No, he's more about different. He doesn't. I don't think he actually cares about the race brand as so much as bringing triathlon as an endurance sport to the area. It's actually a really
He says it's his race and not the brand's race.
yeah. He is a very good guy in the sport. I've been talking to him for a long time. He's actually not so much about the brand and more about bringing just like we are about improving everybody and improving the area.
I only want personal recognition for myself, Brad. That's what I'm out for.
Okay, you broke the story.
I want to be known as someone who's important and
Have you
respected.
tweeted that you
That's
broke
it.
the story?
Yes, that's it. I don't care about anything else.
Okay.
I'm a self-aggrandizing douche.
You pump your own
Going
gas.
to Stan Empfield.
Don't worry, I'll learn that before long, Ben.
What?
I'll
Yes.
find out what kind of man you really are. Just
You
like
will
they
find,
have.
based on what Dan has seen from a couple of tweets and one email,
Mhm.
he's got me sized up. You,
And how you hide behind.
as a business partner,
How you hide behind your tie and your blazer.
I will get nude right now live in the air.
Dan gave me fair warning that I'll find out what kind of man Ben
Now I'll
is.
find out that I'm a selfish prick.
Wait, who gave who a warning?
Dan warned Aaron
He
with me copied on the email.
gave me a very friendly warning that I would learn what kind of person Ben is.
A douche.
Mhm.
Do you feel
He didn't even specify. He
selfish.
just
do you
said,
feel
"Don't
pod
worry.
raped?
He
You'll,
said,
you'll find out about
I believe
Ben."
the quote was, "You'll find out what the rest of us already know." He's a
was it.
cocksucker.
most
Did I
of
say
that was word for word.
Except the cocksucker.
Yeah, he,
Sorry,
Dan.
That's very religious. I shouldn't say
I'm
that.
very religious, yeah.
Really?
He's a East Indian Methodist.
They came on.
I don't know what that is.
Choctaw pagan.
Brett, do you feel this conversation will ever see the light of day in terms of a podcast? Or
I wonder with the whole audio plug being pulled out of the outlet.
I think maybe the
Well, Brett, I've been taping the entire thing.
Okay, no, but you were almost running out of
It'd be a
battery.
high-
You covered that?
High quality, high quality wave file that I can Dropbox to you. If you want to use this on Zen and the other
You want to
trap
Dropbox me?
that sounds pretty hot.
for you, King of all technology. King of all technology, your legs are not shaved.
That is a lot of fur.
Sean Renee,
What's that for?
Your legs
Oh,
are
that's for winter.
extremely
That's for
white.
winter. That's what that's for.
I've never seen legs so white as those.
Shaved them for the first time last Friday.
It might be time to go out into the
Okay,
sun.
what'd you shave them with? Let's talk about this for a second. Oh, you've never shaved your legs before,
Until my race.
Oh, wonderful.
So
and you're racing Saturday.
Zach Boring, how's that watch treating you, by the way?
I can't hear you over Starkey.
Oh, sorry.
I had to get my hair clippers out and trim them
First. Wait, okay, listen.
Clippers and razor. That's
Once you clip them, you don't have to razor. The clipping's
I
enough.
had to because it was still stubbly and
piss.
gross.
You want to come sit in for me? To urinate.
Okay. So
You want to come sit in?
you shaved after clipping. Now,
Yeah.
I did that once, and then I realized
Then did you
for
get-
triathlon, clipping is enough.
Yeah, it is.
And then where did
I was.
You guys are furry. Y'all are disgusting.
stop? I stopped
Yeah.
where my kid stopped.
Oh, you're pale. Oh,
Oh, my eyes.
blinded. Yeah, man.
It's been a long winter.
Where are you from? The North Pole?
Virginia.
Virginia? You
That's-
get that pale into Virginia?
Probably
I
higher
live in
north than
North
Nova
Carolina.
Scotia. Yeah. I think it's pretty close. Actually.
Nova Scotia adjacent in Virginia?
Yeah. Like
No, but we had a long winter. Really.
You had a long winter, so you glow in the dark? Holy
I'm from
crap.
goddamn Canada.
He's
and
darker.
I-
He's can't. He's
Yeah, look at
he's
this.
Canadian.
My dad's like
Yeah.
6'5".
Okay, well he's got the quads and the hams, right, and the veins.
That's true.
Holy cow! Look at that.
He is a very fit.
Okay, so you're racing on Saturday.
I raced last Saturday.
You're not racing again?
No,
No? Why not?
because I'm here.
Pussy.
That too, and I don't have $1,000 to blow on racing.
Oh, it's only $800.
Oh,
Correction, 700.
And then you need to be here, mandatory be here, check-in 2 days ahead of time, which is $200 a night. So it's
so 1,200.
1,200. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I mean,
So what is your race specialty?
Fucking, I don't know. I just started triathlon.
You just started,
2000.
and you're that pale,
That ripped and pale already.
He looks totally like he's been doing the Tour
I
de
know.
France.
It makes me so jealous.
He's EPO written all over him.
Yeah.
Is that a good look? Like,
Yeah, no, but your upper body has way too much muscle. You look like you might weigh 140
He's
pounds.
23. Yeah.
You look like you weigh way too much for professional cycling.
175. Is that too heavy?
175 and
175. You're way too big.
6'4".
You make Hincappy look like a what?
I don't know, like some big guy,
Yeah.
little guy. I can't remember.
Little
I'm
tiny
losing
guy.
Context.
So Ben's back on the phone. I guess this is up to you and me to host this show.
Yeah, well, we've been doing a good job.
Yeah, we have been doing a
Mostly
great
you,
job. What happened to
But
your
I'm
toe?
a sidekick.
We're going to talk about your big toe for a little bit. What happened there?
Well, here's a story. I was going to say here's an interesting story, but really
It's
it's
just a story.
Yeah.
That is disgusting on 16 levels.
So I decided to start
You
running.
posted on Slow Twitch and they did that to your toe.
Exactly.
Andrew Messick,
Dan Emfield broke my toe.
Dan
and made my
Emfield,
toenail
and
fall
Andrew
off.
Messick fought over your toe and smashed it.
Yeah, and then Jordan Rapp came in and actually stepped on it. I'm just joking. I like Jordan.
I'm just looking at these tweets, by the way. Somebody said,
Worst episode ever.
somebody said, great interview. Nice to see the principal from Eastbound and Down found work. That's me. Yep, that guy.
That's him. That's him. He's like, I do some triathlons, the swimming, the biking, the running. And Kenny Powers is like,
That's really good.
yeah, that's great. I do real
I'm
sports,
following that guy. That was
not
at,
just seeing who's the best at exercising.
at WE Racing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, so what happened to your big toe?
Right, so I hadn't done any triathlon or anything in years because I got very sick of it. I was telling these guys earlier.
Why did you get sick of triathlon?
This is another story. You gotta stick with it.
Well, I raced as a pro for 5 years, as doing ITU racing, and
Oh, that's that whole thing where he was that guy over there.
yeah, I
was
thought
saying you were actually pretty good at one time.
I was okay. I was
Racing pro.
I thought I was awesome,
Yeah,
and I thought I was going to go to the Olympics.
you were awesome
I-
from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I put some high expectations on myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I was having like stress dreams about triathlon. It was terrible. I hated
Stress
it. by the end.
dreams?
Yeah, I was waking up like in a sweat.
You didn't wake up all wet?
I had these weird dreams that I was like showing up to a race
Yeah.
and I was super late.
Forgot your underwear?
And the swim was like in a swamp, and all the bikes were leaned up against cattails and shit. Like it was
Triathlon can do that to you?
it was fucked up. It was really terrible. Yeah.
Okay, this is hey,
Yeah,
this is actually really fascinating. This is what triathlon can do to people. The ugly side of triathlon.
I did that to myself, really.
No, but no, it leads you to training and being so competitive that you get yourself in a black hole.
I was in a very bad place.
And how old are you now?
Mentally, 38.
And how old were you when this was happening?
Probably 10. Oh God, it was
You're
My,
10?
my last year in ITU racing was 2007. So like 8 years ago.
Yeah,
or
8
something
years
like that.
ago. Wow, and you had to quit because of this, or what?
Well, I realized eventually that it wasn't going to happen. Olympics wasn't going to happen.
Well, okay, so when you realize Olympics is it's just out of the picture, right? And it's too difficult. It costs too much money, I bet,
Mm-hmm.
to travel, and you're not making any money, and
Correct.
you're 30 years old, right?
Yeah, I was.
And this
yeah,
sport
exactly.
is sucking the money out of you,
Yeah.
right? To travel and do all this stuff, and then you realize that you're actually fodder.
Yeah.
You're actually fodder for the coaching systems and everything, and you're paying money in.
I was.
And you're not getting you're not
much for
you're not-
coaching, but yeah, I was. Yeah.
Well, but the whole triathlon
Yeah.
system, right? So this reminds me of my wife did some modeling,
hmm
right? And then after a while, it became obvious that you pay more in than you get out,
I did.
and it's an industry.
It was on the lower tiers. It's
It's hard times, man. It's okay. You can tell.
There are days when you just wonder whether you are the one racing triathlon or
It's
if triathlon is
racing you. Yeah. Do you?
Mm-hmm.
If your parents are here right now, what would you tell them? If that baby seal, do you feel like the baby seal?
Say, I'm sorry, Dad.
Swear?
You were right. I did imagine that.
What would be a more difficult thing to tell your parents? That you're gay or that you're a professional triathlete?
Well, considering the fact that they many times asked whether I was gay.
Or a professional
They
triathlete?
did? Honestly?
Oh, yeah. I had the talk when I was like 14, and my parents came to me and said, listen, son,
Do you know how far we can take this?
my dad came
As a
in.
podcaster, I now see a gold mine.
He said, Aaron, I just want you to know that your mother and I will support you whether you like girls or not. we love you no matter what.
What were the things that were giving
Is
them
me
those
wondering
clues?
if my son is gay just because he's into triathlon?
Well, I wasn't even into triathlon then. I was just a weird kid.
They kept catching him.
Wait, so my son is gay?
They kept catching him making out with guys.
Yeah, I was just weird and like giving hand jobs. I mean,
That's
what's
weird. He upset.
Am I gay for kissing him now?
Let's just say what he was doing with the lollipops was really aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressive Lollipop is the new band name.
Is spending my allowance on a subscription to GQ weird?
Dear Diary.
You did that?
No, I didn't do that. But I was a weird kid, and my parents totally thought I was gay. I'm convinced. Yeah.
And then you totally changed their mind, becoming a
Would they have been
triathlete.
Oh, I was far from gay. I was very, very into
The chicks.
ladies.
The ladies.
Are you trying to
For a
say that
long
you
time.
banged a lot?
No, I can speak from
I
experience.
wanted
There's a
to.
big difference between being into and getting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Are you trying to say that you were into it a lot, but you weren't getting much, Brett?
The word is
for
horn
years.
dog, I think. Horn dog.
There's
like
a
teenage
huge
horn
difference.
dog.
There's the
Brett-
whole science of visualization.
Brett, talk to us about the time you lost your virginity.
Ooh, this is good.
How old were you? Take us to that moment.
I
Step
was
into the
how old was I when I got married? 23. Military school is far away from
Stop talking about how you lost your virginity, Brett.
I was 33 when I got married.
Yeah? I'm not really sure. I'm so old now. I can't even remember the dates of anything.
You know
I don't even know what day it is
I'm gonna
today.
tell you what. I can't remember a lot from the time that I lost my virginity.
How did you get involved with an Aggie coming from Michigan?
Listen to me.
Yes.
Don't interrupt me, Brett. Let me just go with this.
Subject.
Let me just go with this. I'm going to be vulnerable for a second. I don't remember when, where, or who,
Where'd my drink go?
but I will never forget her beard and the song that was playing. Da, 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 da. This is a ripped off.
That's-
That was a ripped off joke. I think it was Greg Giraldo.
Beautiful.
May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
Greg Giraldo.
There was a Mark Maron AMA on
Actually,
Reddit, and
that
it
was David
terrible.
Tell. That was David Tell.
Yeah?
That was David Tell.
I
I
was
don't know
watching,
any of these people, you crazy Americans.
Dave Attell? You don't know?
No.
You're dead to me.
That is about the 8th time you've said that to me, so I will take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, he's a phoenix. He's a phoenix. He comes back.
And now it's time for Zen Triathlon News.
And on today's news, I'm on the Spoken Podcast. And we're down here.
Who's your
And,
dream guest, Brett? If you could have any guest.
Other than me.
1 hour.
Other than me.
Other than the
course.
king of all technology for a competing podcast.
it'd be Chrissy Wellington, for sure.
So are you going to be pissed when I get her in 3 weeks?
Sort of. Because I've never actually asked her.
I did, of course.
Yeah.
And
I've asked her indirectly on Twitter.
she told
And
me
that was
she
it.
told me yes.
Yeah.
But
How
after-
does she? How do
after
you
her
talk
wedding-
to her?
dude? Get her email.
No. Like
Her
like,
email address is on her website. Just send an email. I read your book. I'm a big fan. These are some things I
Yeah.
like to talk about.
Also, I'm Zen fucking triathlon.
Yeah. Also,
Like,
I've
I'm
got,
not
No,
some idiot.
wait. Wait a minute. Hold on. I haven't tried that hard.
Brett, I don't want you to try getting better
No.
guests than me, but I'm just
No.
telling you, you just have to ask.
No, I would ask Chrissy to be on my show because she totally turned triathlon upside down on its head by showing what actually women could do.
That's true because they actually used to start with the run and finish with the swim.
What?
Am I wrong?
What are we talking about?
Before Christy Wellington, that's what.
Yeah,
No,
they,
no. Okay.
I don't think that's.
I didn't catch up. Now I got it.
Mark.
But anyway,
You've got
No,
your research. a little
everybody
off.
is always like, well, these numbers, that numbers, those numbers. Oh, except for Chrissy Wellington because she's a freak. I'm like, she's not a freak. She's what women can actually do.
Look at this guy. He's bringing a refrigerator in here. Is
Yeah.
that for more beer?
More beer.
I hope so.
And
Buy a Ferrari, get a free refrigerator.
women's
like a good
competitive
idea.
level was at, I'm putting my hand here, and then when Chrissy showed up, she raised the bar like a whole bunch, and with her performances, a whole bunch of women started performing a whole lot better once they realized that she'd broken that barrier. It's kind of like breaking the 4-minute mile.
By the way, I'm going to play you a clip, Brett.
Mhm.
This is from the first Lava Magazine podcast, a competitor of ours.
Mhm.
They're getting upwards of 200 listeners a show.
Oh shit! You better watch out.
Here's a clip from the Lava Magazine podcast. Welcome back to the first episode of the Lava Magazine podcast. Thank you for joining us.
What?
Again, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Ironman, Roca, and Shimano.
What is this?
This is now for some exciting news. During a recent visit with Belgian pro triathlete Bert Arnouts at the UPlace BMC Triathlon Team Camp in Lanzarote, Spain, we found a piece of gear that may indicate Shimano is well into the development stages of an early prototype power meter.
It's riveting.
The matte black, unmarked, unlabeled,
Is this people beating a drum to a drumstick?
fully functional power meter rests with the splines on the back end of the drive side cycle, all mounted up to its primary
Arnold sounds like an
PMC
astronaut.
machine
for nothing.
01 triathlon bike. Oh God! Oh God!
That sounds normal for a triathlete walking into a tri shop.
This is playing throughout the entire bike shop. There are people shopping.
Don't forget to ones of listeners around the world.
How many listeners do we have right now? One.
That's probably just
What?
us. Yeah,
Hey,
That person deserves a Falco.
who do you think the listener is?
I think it's us.
Preach
that
Swanson?
computer.
Is it us?
Or maybe Preach Swanson. Yeah, maybe Eric.
That's Free Swanson.
I love that guy.
Good job.
What was your highest count today?
He's leading a flock. What was our?
We had 40 something,
During
45
when?
maybe.
Who? Angela?
It was in the morning sometime, I think. Heather,
Heather?
maybe. Yeah. Probably mostly Canadian listeners, eh?
Take off, loser.
We're your.
So are you
your
serious? Like
biggest
right
fans.
now, there's only one part. There's 3, 4, 5, 6
Well,
of us
I'll
sitting
tell you
around,
that-
and there's only one.
I'll tell you the difference, Brett. We before all the other interviews,
Yeah.
we set it up, put up the link, then tweeted from his account of 7,000 followers, "Hey, we're doing a podcast right now or whatever, you know." And when we started doing our like bootleg podcast, I just set it up and posted it on the site, so there's no, you know.
But the sad thing is, people might see it tomorrow and actually listen.
Yeah, they might.
People are actually probably eating dinner with their families.
Yeah.
Well, that's
That
there's a
reminds me.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, I got to start going. This has been good.
I'm glad you said start going and not leave because
Yeah.
we've got some more ground to cover.
Okay.
I have more questions.
Go
Hey
ahead.
there, TRS listeners. This is Nick Salazar again from
Turning stuff off.
Oh yeah, let's
This is Aaron Webster.
Couple
5 questions for
Oh
Brett Blankner.
shit. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, the balls. Question number 1.
Question number 1. Who is the world famous Green Bay Packers quarterback who turned out to be kind of a douche?
Question number 2.
Did I get that right?
Correct.
What is another word for space?
Blank.
That's correct.
Question number 3.
Question number 3. What is the lead singer's name of the famous band in the 80s, Poison?
Oh, Brett Michaels, because my brother's
That's correct.
My brother's name's
Great.
Michael.
3 for 3. Give it up.
Yeah, he has diabetes too.
Question number 4 coming at you from King of Old Technology.
How many followers does the Zen Triathlon podcast have every week? I don't fucking know.
Between 4,000 and 5,000.
Oh.
When I look at the subscribers per day. Yeah.
Incorrect. The answer is all of them.
All
Look at that. All right, let's we need more music because we have just one.
You just
more.
ran out. Yeah, there you go.
I got too drunk today. Sorry, guys.
Always apologizing. What? Apologize for offering you apologize.
What Shakespearean play is? What is the what that Strange Brew is based on?
That's a great question.
Shakespearean play, Strange Brew.
Now,
What brewery did
an
they find
uncle-
a mouse in?
an uncle took over the brewery, killed the dad, killed the king,
Oh yeah,
took over the brewery. No, wait.
Really?
Named Elsinore.
Yeah.
The brewery is Elsinore Brewery, which is in what Shakespearean play?
Is it King Lear?
It's Hamlet.
Wow.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brett Blankner.
Strange Brew is actually Hamlet.
Zen Triathlon
Canadian
just
Hamlet.
out Canadian, the king of all Canadians, or technology.
What are you going to do with all this audio, by the way? Is this a show?
That was impressive.
It was.
I'm blown away.
By what?
The movie he was just talking about is like the Canadian movie.
I feel like you're someone who's high, and they were just given like something,
On my pheromones.
and they were just like given some insight about the movie Inception that they never thought of before.
That's pretty much exactly
Like a
right.
I think your crew is cleaning up. I
Yeah.
think we're done.
Brett just incepted you.
Oh, he's just picking up trash. Whatever. Same thing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, is that speaker still on over there back there? Oh, you should point it back at us. Why did we bother the other people with
Feedback?
it?
I don't know.
Point it back here and point it at me and see if it does anything bad. I doubt it'll do anything bad.
So, again, when are you publishing this? Before I say when.
It's already published.
It's already published.
Well, it's on YouTube.
It'll be on my
pretty
YouTube
much
channel.
immediately.
All right. So
Watch it.
let's see. We have a
Link to
day.
it
We have
anytime.
Friday. Right. You have a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
and then Saturday. What's going on?
He already tried to ask you what should be going on.
I don't
Saturday.
know. I don't know. Maybe we'll
We'll
be
let
back
people
here.
know when to tune in to see more
Maybe
of your
we'll be
stuff.
back here. I don't know. What do you think we should do?
I think coming back here on during the bike leg on
Good.
Saturday
Hang
might
out,
be a
drink
good
some
idea.
beers.
We should
All right, we'll broadcast live. Why not?
surely we can get someone interesting to come hang out and talk.
Actually, it may be more interesting to just get like. Sorry for my.
Holy cow! What's going on? I don't feel safe anymore.
Oh, what?
4 hours.
Suck my wang, Rich Roll. See if you can do that.
Yeah.
We could do commentary here on the race.
Do you know anything about triathlon? By the way, let's get back to
Do
this.
I know
Former
anything
pro.
about triathlon?
Okay, why is your last name Webster? Your name was Webb on your jersey as a ITU guy.
How did you know that?
I just deciphered, and then now your name is Websty. Is this like a mashup of last names?
It's called portmanteau.
What the hell is that?
Portmanteau means a like mashup of two different.
What is your wife's maiden
He was
name?
raised by Labrador retrievers in the woods.
My wife's name was Esty. Mine was Webb. And people jokingly for years called us the Websties.
Uh-huh.
And we were going to have children, and neither of us really wanted to give up our last names.
Oh.
And we said, let's just fucking change our names to Websty.
Wait, whoa, holy crap.
Now, listen to me.
You changed your last
We
name?
legally changed our names both to Websty.
Dan Empfield.
Meeting in the middle.
Not approve
How can
this.
people not meet in the middle like
He would
this?
feel that a man should give his name to the woman.
He probably would.
And your wife did not feel that way. Did you feel that way? Did you feel like it's disrespectful that she's not taking my name?
No, I felt like I feel like
is deep.
I love a strong woman.
I feel like I need to change
Because if I
seats.
were a woman, I wouldn't want to take some idiot guy's
Me
name.
neither.
He's lucky I'm even banging him.
I respect
You
her
think I'm going to take
more.
his name too? Forget it.
I respect her more for not wanting to take my name. And fuck off if you think I'm going to take someone else's name. So
You did take someone else's name.
we
took a made-up name.
compromised.
Take a made
So
up
there
name.
you go.
So you each had to suffer.
He'd rather take up a made up name than somebody else's name that he married.
I thought it was quite romantic myself.
It's very
It
romantic.
is romantic. I like that.
Yeah. Most people I've talked to thought that.
You should call your Webgelina.
We're getting body language over here that we're done.
Who's getting body language? That's kind of I figured that was the case, but I wanted to hear it for myself.
All right.
All right, shall we go?
I think that's it.
Bye for now. Give us a sign off, Brett and Zen and the Art of Triathlon.
Everybody work the uphills, cruise the downhills, and keep the Starkey side down. Did I say it too fast? All
That's
right.
what she said? No.
Yeah. You'll be okay.
No.
You'll be okay.
Bye
It'll
for
all
now.
be okay.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
The universe doesn't even know about the Earth.
What the fuck are you
Or
talking
a
about?
grain of sand flying around in
All the providers will be
Insignificant.
provided for.
yes, and then insignificant grain of sand flying around a bottle while we're turned off.